Hello everyone, welcome back to the Cardman's Cards. I'm the Cardman. Today we're going to be going over Utopia combos. Before we get started with any of the combos, I'm going to mention that there's been a couple of changes to the deck. These changes aren't necessarily drastic, they're just two cards, mainly just for making the deck a little more consistent that I didn't realize before after I'm like, oh, whoa, this card's actually good. One is Gigantus. The level 4 Rock 1913. Can't be normal summon set. Must be special summon by banishing one Earth monster from the grave. This card is destroyed by battle or the graveyard. Destroy all spell trapped on the field. Basically, you want to use any of your other Earth monsters in the deck, which you've run several of, to just get this for a free extension for any of your rank 4s. And then in addition to that, we have Zexal and Trust, which targets one Utopia, ZW, or ZS monster in grave. Out of the hand or special summon it. If your opponent life points are 2,000 less than yours, except for the turn this card is activated, sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from the grave, then target one Zexal trap, spell/trap in your grave except as one Trust. Add to the hand, you can use each effect of Zexal and Trust once per turn. And then the last one is, instead of running the Math Mech, I'm running the fake number 1 Infected Buzz King. Just because he's overall a better monster to have. The Mech method is just good for extension, but necessarily doesn't do a whole lot, and he requires a lot more resources to make. Instead of just running the Gigantus in the main. And then he's rank 8 Dark Fiend. Once per turn during the standby phase, you can attach one material from your opponent's grave to this card as material. You use each effect of the following effects of number 1 Infected Buzz King once per turn. If this card is Ixie summoned, you can look at your opponent's extra deck and then send one card from it to the graveyard, and then detach one material from this card. Target one card your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do destroy a face-up monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack it had on the field. So this is just an inherently good monster to summon off Dragner. I don't think Dragner technically counts as an Ixie summon. We'll check this. Oh no, it is. So yeah, technically his look at the extra deck effect would still trigger. This would be a good card to basically use if you're going second instead of summoning Hope Harbinger, just for the effect that you can help break your opponent's board a lot quicker with this. Or if you can make your Leo before you end up using Hope Harbinger. Not Hope Harbinger, but Dragner. So yeah, with all of that, we're going to get started into the combos. I don't think anything else has changed from that. But yeah, I guess we'll hop right into that. So the first combo we're going to do here is going to have any two summonable cards. Doesn't necessarily matter what. So in this case, we're just going to use Ascended Sage, and then we're going to use Armed Sage. We're not going to use either of their effects, just for the fact that any two monsters that you can hit the board, I just happen to have these two. These two would play into other things, basically other combos that you would use these guys for. So, first off, you're just going to special the Ascended Sage, and then we're going to normal the Armored Sage, just for the fact that we're going to act like these are going to be any two cards. So if you open any of your other names along with any of these guys to just give you a free body, or any way to get free monsters on the field for two level 4s. And we're going to immediately rank up into Utopia Double. Reason you're going double is because it basically automatically makes you a guaranteed Utopia monster after you use its effect. We're not going to trigger any of its effects just because we're going to pretend it's any two level 4s. And we're going to detach material to activate Utopia Double's effect, grab double or nothing. And then we're going to use Utopia Double's effect to automatically go up into Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray, because it's always treated as Utopia Ray monster. So we're going to automatically go up into the big guy. And then we're going to use Utopia Leo's effect to detach the Ascended Sage to equip Twin Sabers. So you have a 6k body, which can't attack directly, which is perfectly fine. 6k big body that's also 2 negates, which is pretty effective, on top of any other hand cards you would have. This is a 2-card combo, so you would still have 3 more cards in hand, but So yeah, this is very minor play for these guys. But yeah, still effective because basically he has enough negate on his actual monster effect, and then Twin Saber allows you to negate one as well. So moving on to the next combo. Okay, this combo is going to use the Ascended Sage as you're supposed to, just for the fact because now with the Ascended Sage in hand and any other monster, you can use the Ascended Sage effect to special itself, and then you're going to normal summon the other monster, and then we're going to overlay into just a base Utopia. Doesn't matter which one. Let me grab a Utopia. We're going to grab the core version, and we're going to overlay, and we're going to trigger the Ascended Sage effect to grab the Hyper Rank Up Utopia Force. And we're going to overlay on top of Utopia into Utopia Prime. And then we're going to use the effect of Hyper Rank Up Magic Utopia Force to target the Utopia Prime. We're going to go into Dragnar. Dragnar is going to summon itself. And using the effect of Dragnar in hand, we're going to detach 2. We're going to detach Ascended Sage and the Zubaba Bancho and the Ascended Sage. Detach 2, and then we're going to summon the Leo from the extra deck. And then the Hyper Rank Up Magic is going to target and equip. Then we're going to activate Leo's effect to detach to equip a spell. A ZW monster. Then we have 2 negates, and then during our opponent's turn, we can detach to summon another card, which we'll just do that now. We'll go end phase, next player's turn, and then we'll proceed to the end phase using the effect of Dragnar. We're going to detach these 2, and then we're going to summon. Since we're going first, you would want to summon number 38, Hope Harbinger, just for the spell and trap negate, and you can use the effect to have. If you use this line, you probably want to attach the rank up spell to Hope Harbinger for the attack redirect, but you don't necessarily have to if you don't want to. I'm going to activate just because I can. So we're going to attach it, and then technically it's back to our turn, but it's the only way I can really get that to trigger since we're not having an opponent. But yeah, so this is your normal end board for this. You would have a spell negate. Whenever an opponent attacks, you can drop it to 0 with Ragnar. 2 negates off of the Leo, 1 from himself, and then 1 from the Twin Pegasus, and then whatever hand cards you have. So basically you have 2 interruptions, a spell negate, and then just attack drop. So it's still helpful, allowing you to basically play around your opponent's hand and get into and stopping their plays. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next combo. Alright, the next combo we have is any of the 2 Omnimat cards. Basically any of the on one they can summon, like Zubaba Bancho or Coat, or the Utopia monster, and any of the spells. Either one spell and 1 monster, 2 spells, or one of the other spell and any other monster. And then you need another card to discard for the effect of Anamana Para, which is the one you're going to search off of Anamana Pickup. So we're going to get started, and we're just going to activate Anamana Para. We're going to pitch the Rhoda, and then we're going to grab Utopic Anamana Pia, and then Dododo Dwarf. And we're going to normal summon Utopic Anamana Pia, and then using its effect to summon the 2 from hand. Summon. And then you want to leave the Zubaba Ganjo coat on the field. So we're going to overlay into Utopic Sage using the Onomatopoeia and then the Dododo Dwarf. And then we're going to activate its effect, detaching 2 to summon a ZW monster from deck. We're going to summon Ascended Sage. And then we're going to use a Bancho effect to target the Utopic Onomatopoeia engraved. You have to summon this one first, or Dododo Gloves won't trigger because it won't recognize it having another Zubaba or Gagaga monster. So we're going to trigger, summon, and then you can use its grave effect to summon itself back. So basically, you can turn 3 monsters into 5. And now we're going to overlay this into just a regular Utopia with any of the two. We're going to use Boncho and Scented Sage. Effect. We're going to add the rank up spell. And they're going to trigger the rank up spell, targeting the Utopia, going to Dragnar, then effective Dragnar, detach 2, and then we're going to summon. You can do this a couple ways. You can just go into pure Leo here, or you can go into Hope Harbinger if you would want to leave these two on the field and just make Utopia double. Or if you wanted to make something else, I could definitely consider just making Leo here, rank these up into any other number monster, and then just making yourself oh god, what's his name? F-Zero, just for another body, because you're guaranteed the 2 bodies off of Dragnar itself. So again, up to you, whatever you think is going to be more effective. Because if you do the Utopia double, you're going to have 2 negates off of the Ray, and then the spell, and then the Buzz King off of Dragnar. But again, with F-Zero, you still get a negate as well. So we're just going to summon. We'll summon Hope Harbinger for this. So Hope Harbinger. We're not going to trigger that. We're going to make Utopia double using these 2. And then double effect. It's going to detach 1. Add double or nothing. And then we're going to summon Ray. And Ray is going to detach. And some equip Twin Sabers. And there you go. You have 2 negates off of this. This is kind of just a dead card. You could definitely use this for the other play, just to make sure you don't have an end just dead card on the field. And then this was going to summon your Buzz King on your next turn, and then having a spell trap negate on your turn. So basically 3 interruptions on top of an attack drop from Dragnar, and then a pop from Buzz King when you summon on your opponent's turn, if you want to do it that way. Or you can summon this, summon the Leo, and then the Ray, so you would have spell negate, 2 effect negates, an attack drop, and then another effect negate from the F-Zero if you chose to do that. I will do that line in just a moment just to show it to you. So let's move on to that. Okay, we're going to do that other combo with the same, with one of the automatic monsters and one of the spells with a card to discard. So first off, we're going to activate Para. Ironically, I had Para again instead of pickup. We're going to pitch the 1 card, and then we're going to grab the Topic Onomatopoeia and then the other monster. And we're going to normal summon Utopic Onomatopoeia, using its effect to summon the other 2. Summon, summon. And then we're going to overlay Utopic Onomatopoeia and Dwarf into ZW Utopic Sage. We're going to use Sage effect. Detach these 2. And then we're going to summon Ascended Sage from deck. Then you're going to use Boncho effect to target the Utopic Onomatopoeia engraved to summon it. Summon itself. And then we're going to use the Dwarf effect engraved to summon itself back. Okay. Now we're going to overlay into a Utopia using Ascended Sage and Boncho. You want to use Ascended Sage first just so you get the rank up spell. So grab ourselves the rank up spell. And we're going to rank up Utopia into Utopia Prime. And then we're going to trigger the rank up spell, targeting. We're going to go into Dragnar. And we're going to activate Dragnar effect. We're going to detach 2. Summon Leo. Leo's the effect of the hyper rank up is going to attach itself to Leo. And we're going to use the effect to detach to equip Twin Saber. And then we're going to overlay into, in this case, we're going to just go into Gallant Granite. Because I don't need Gaga Magician for this. So we're going to detach at a rock monster. You can use any non-number monster for this. I'm just going for this just because I can. Grabbing the Dodo Dwarf. You don't have to summon Gallant Granite here. You can summon Gaga Magician. You can summon any non-number monster for this slot right here. Anything you want. Does not have to be Gallant Granite. And then we're going to go into F0 using Utopic Sage and the non-number you summon. F0, and then we're going into Utopic Future, Draco Future. And then we'll proceed to our opponent's turn. And during their turn, whenever you can trigger Dragnar again, detach another 2, and summon Hope Harbinger. In this case, if you're summoning Hope Harbinger off of its second summon of Dragnar, I would use the effect to equip the rank up magic. So, this is what your end board would look like if you chose to do the Utopic play instead of going into the other 2 numbers. So you wouldn't have a pop on your opponent's turn or attach from engrave. You're going to have 2 monster effect negates. These both are monster effects, right? Yeah, both monster effect negates, a spell negate, attack reduction, attack redirection, and another monster effect negate. And then a take, due to the fact that it can take a monster. So yeah, different version of that combo, but still overall helpful. And I would say you can basically flip-flop between the 2 as needed, or do whatever combo you feel is necessary to do if you can do that. But then, yeah, we're going to move to the next combo, which I do believe is going to be the last combo in general. And then I'm going to do a test hand or 2 just from off the cuff to see where it goes. So we're going to move to the next combo. Alright, here we go. We're going to go move into the last standard combo, I'm going to say. There's other combos you can do, but depending on the hand, this is technically like your best hand starting, which would basically be any 2 of the Amulet cards and opening Astral Utopia. That's like the best 3 cards you can open. I opened 2 of the other ones. Necessarily, we're going to treat these as just empty blanks for the time being, just so we can not use them, or just have these are the 3 best cards to open. So we're going to start with Anamana Pickup. Reason you want Anamana Pickup is fine to start with is because you can add any Omnimat card, and since Utopic Onomatopoeia acts like an Omnimat card, so you can just grab it off of Pickup. So we're going to activate Pickup, add 1 Omnimat card, and we're going to add Utopic Onomatopoeia. And then we're going to use Para, since we opened it this time. If you open Pickup and then any other name, you want to keep, and then you're going to search the Para instead. So activate Para. We're going to pitch this name, treating it as not such. We're going to add Boncho and then Dodo Dwarf, adding those 2. And we're going to normal summon Utopic Onomatopoeia, as you typically do, activating its effect, summoning Boncho and Dwarf, as you standard at this point. Then we're going to overlay into Sage, using Dwarf and Onomatopoeia. For this combo, since you'll be summoning a lot more Ixies this time, you're going to summon this to the EMZ, or at least one of them eventually down the line to the EMZ. So we're just going to summon this one to the EMZ for the time being, using its effect. And we're going to detach 2, as you do. Excuse me. Summon Ascended Sage. Alright, and then we're going to use the effect of Bancho on field. Summon back the Utopic Onomatopoeia. And then using the effect of Dwarf, summon itself back. And then since we control a number Ixies monster, we can summon Utopia. Now we're going to use the effect of Utopia. Depending on how your board is, you can either pitch or send the Onomata pickup, or the other card in hand, depending what it is. If it's a bad card, I would send the pickup and leave the pickup on the field. Just pitch the card in hand. But if it's cards you would like or want, I would just send the pickup instead. So we're gonna pretend this is just a random bad card. So we're just gonna send the thing, and you can add the Zexal Trust for another body this way for a F-Zero combo, or you can grab Numbers Protect for just another field protection, or you can grab Change Tactics for a bunch of draws. Totally up to you, depending what the rest of your hand is. We're just going to grab Number Protect for this, just because we're just the safest possible route we can go. So we're going to grab Numbers Protect, and then we're going to overlay into a regular Utopia, using Ascended Sage and Bancho. And then we're going to use the effect of Ascended Sage to grab the rank up spell. And we're going to rank up again into Prime, as we've been doing. And then we're going to go Prime, then activate the rank up spell, target, and then we're going to go into Dragnar. And then we're going to overlay the rest of the two monsters. We're going to use Dodo Dwarf and then the Ascended Sage to go into a Gallant Granite. This is where you need to go into Gallant Granite, just because you're going to use Gallant Granite effect, detaching the Dodo Dwarf. We're going to add a rock monster, and we're going to grab Gigantus. And we're going to use Gigantus effect to special itself, and we're going to banish the dwarf from grave to summon itself. And then we're going to overlay into Utopia double. We're going to trigger double effect. We're going to detach the Utopic Onomatopoeia. And we're going to grab double or nothing. And then we're going to rank up into Ultimate Leo. Use Leo effect. Detach Gigantus. And we're going to equip Twin Saber. And then Dragnar effect, we're going to detach 2. Summon Hope Harbinger. Not trigger the hyper rank up magic, because you rather have it on the second summon of Buzz King. So we're going to go to our opponent's turn. And then our opponent's going to do something, and then we're going to trigger Dragnar again. Detach its second set. Summon the Buzz King. And then we're going to use the effect of the hyper rank up to equip. So now he has a material for detaching, and then he can attach a card from grave if you're on summon, or rip the card from the extra deck. So, this is like the best board you can possibly make, normally. Oh, I forgot to go into... Hold on. Oops, I messed up. You also have F-Zero on top of that. There we go. You want to make that before you go to your opponent's turn. But yeah, so you have, this is the possible best board you have. You have a Monster Effect Negate with Draco Future. You have a Pop with Buzz King and a extra deck Rip. You have an Attack Production with Dragnar. Spell Trap Negate, possibly attack redirection if you choose to have that equipped. And then 2 effect negates off of Twin Sabers and then Utopia Ray. And then a spell trap or monster effect negate, an enemy negate with numbers protect if you searched it. So an overall good combo for the in general board. Definitely the best field you can possibly have. So the only real problem with this combo is the Ascended Sage, not Ascended Sage, but Astrotopia is the hardest one to really grab out of this combo because you only run 3 of it, and then the only way to get it is with a Rhoda. So, but yeah, this is the best board you can make using this typical combo, but it's overall good. So with that, we're just going to move on to the test hands. Alright, here we go. We're going to start with the test hands. This is the first one. Ironically, this looks very similar to the last combo we just did, so we're just going to play it out like we did. We're going to use the effect of... we're going to activate Anamana. Actually, no, dude, you don't even need to activate Anamana pickup. We have enough monsters in hand, we can just activate Para. We're going to activate Para, pitch a pickup, and we're going to grab the Dwarf and Boncho. Then we're going to normal summon. Activate the effect. Summon. Going to overlay. To Utopic Sage effect, detach 1, detach 2, and we're going to summon Ascended Sage from deck. Using Boncho effect on field, summon the Utopic Onomatopoeia, and then Dwarf effect to summon itself. And we're going to overlay into a Utopia. Using the effect of Ascended Sage to grab the rank up spell. And we're going to overlay into Prime. Activate the rank up. Go into Dragnar. Then we're going to overlay. We're going to go Utopia double in this case, seeing on our hand. Rather have the big body. Effect, detach, add, summon. Then using the effect of Dragnar, detach 2, summon. Don't activate the rank up spell. Then we're going to proceed to our opponent's turn. In our opponent's turn, we're going to summon a Buzz King. Dragnar effect again. Detach the other 2. And we're going to summon Buzz King. And then, yeah, trigger the effect to equip. So, yeah, so that's your typical... That's one of the test hands. We're going to do second one, and we'll see. Still perfectly fine. Not as effective as the other ones, but not bad. Definitely just a very minimal hand, so we're just going to special the Ascended Sage. Normal Gaga coat. Unfortunately, we opened double for nothing, so technically can't necessarily go that route, but we're just going to overlay into a regular Utopia. Utopia effect. We're going to add the rank up spell. Then we're going to rank up into Prime. Activate the rank up spell. Targeting the Utopia Prime. Going into Dragnar. Dragnar effect. We're going to detach 2. Summon Leo. trigger the hyper rank up, equip Leo effect, detach, equip the Twin Saber, and then we're gonna go to our opponent's turn, and then during our opponent's turn we're gonna trigger the other rank up, or the other summon. We're gonna activate, detach the other two, summon Hope Harbinger. And then, since we're summoning this off the second summon, we're going to equip the effect just for the attack redirect. Just for another something. But yeah, that is the overall end board for this one. We'll do one more test hand, and I do believe that's going to be the end of the video. So we'll do one more test hand. That's a pretty good one, too. So we're going to start off by normal summoning Utopic Onomatopoeia. Using its effect. We're going to grab Bancho. And then we're going to rank up into Utopic Sage. Then using Sage effect, detach 2. We're going to summon Ascended Sage. And since we have Utopia, we're going to activate it, summon it, and using Utopia, we're going to pitch Gigant. We're going to pitch the Called By, because Gigantus we can use. And then we're going to grab Change Tactics, because nothing we do right now is really going to get us anywhere. But Change Tactics is going to draw us like 3 cards, and we can possibly combo more. So we're going to grab Change Tactics. Activate the Change Tactics. Then we're going to overlay into regular Utopia. And we're going to chain the number, the Ascended Sage, and we're going to draw a card. Boom. And then add. Great, we drew a really good card. We're going to activate Overlay Network. And we're going to rank up into Utopia Prime. Trigger, going to draw another card. I'm on a pickup. That's also a good one. And we're going to use the rank up spell. Target the Prime. We're going to Dragnar. Draw another card. Change Tactics. Then we're going to change Dragnar to it, just because we can. We're going to detach 2. And we're going to summon Ray. Oh, man. We're going to activate the effect of Leo. We're going to detach. And we're going to equip Lightning Blade because we drew the Twin Sabers, which kind of stinks. So let's do this. We're going to activate Pickup. And an automatic card. I don't think this is going to do us very much. Para is going to grab us 2 names, which not necessarily won't do a whole lot. And we already summoned this, so we're just going to add a Para for follow-up for next turn. And I think we're going to activate Overlay Network. We're going to target, and we'll summon just the regular Utopia. I'll put it back. Oh, not what I meant to do. Well, you can summon a material. I should have just summoned a material to make another monster and not gone to Buzz King. So we could have ended on Utopic Future as well. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Yeah. But yeah, other than my goof up, which is my fault, we could have ended on another 2 draws, and then attach of the Twin Saber if I went that way instead. Because I could summon from the Dragnar, using the effect of Gigantus to banish a card, summon, go into any other non-number monster, go into F-Zero, draw another card, Utopic Dragon of Future, draw another card. and then equip this, because if I have 2,000 opponent's life points are 2,000 higher than yours, I can special summon this card from the hand, and then I can target one and equip it. But yeah, so I would have ended on a better board if I read, which is Utopia players' weirdest weakness. But again, this is the Cardsman cards. I'm the Cardman. This has been the Utopia. We're combos. And like, comment, subscribe. Let me redo that. This has been the Cardman's cards. I'm the Cardman. This has been Utopia. Till next time, like, comment, subscribe, and keep collecting. Bye.